I wanted to specifically ask you what these things are that are taking people over, whether they're humans that lived a bad life and haven't been able to move on,
Mm.
or whether it's something deeper from before, or whether it's a mixture of both, maybe.
There's no single answer to this. Obsession is from the inside out. Possession is from the outside in. Most possession is done by spirits for a variety of reasons. Not all are bad. Not all are bad, but some are. The thing to do is to guard yourself against all of it, so that you're covered.
Right. I think maybe a question that maybe a more specific question is: are they identities, or are they a force of evil, much like the force of gravity that exists?
I don't understand that. There are a lot of spirits. Some have been human and are now dead, and some have never been in a human body. There are various categories of spirit. Some are very mild, some are not, some are very unpleasant. Only someone who has been possessed can tell you how this is, and the symptoms that you feel. They're far from pleasant.
There are some recreational drugs, for example, cocaine, ecstasy pills. I don't mean to be too specific with the names of the drugs, but the drugs that are fast upwards, give you a fast rush upwards. These also, at times with some people, can open the chakras,
Yes,
the
they
energy
do.
centres. Now, is that a legitimate danger, an opening for something to try and get in?
Yes, it is. Yes, yeah. Anything that alters the table of your thinking processes, either to dull it down or to hype it up, will put you at risk. The key is, if you want to imbibe these kind of things, do it gently. If you are out of control, if you lose possession of your faculties, then it's like leaving a car door open and asking a thief to come and steal it and go joyriding. Your body is the same. Your body is your temple, and it should be treated with respect. You would not put crap fuel in your car, and you should not put crap into your body.
On a separate subject, I'd say that people that feed their mind rubbish.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you were to feed your body on fast food,
yeah,
you'd be ill.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's the same with people's minds. I think
Well, it
that,
is. Yeah,
that people that can't think for themselves, well, they sit back and let the mainstream media do it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I don't have to edit that. I can edit all this off, so,
yeah.
you know. So, okay, sometimes I come up and talk to you, and you know exactly what I've been thinking about. And you do that thing where you look up above my head to one side,
Yeah,
and I always know.
yeah. Okay, well, I should explain that when a person dies, when a spirit comes to talk to you, they do not have a body, they do not have a voice, they do not have vocal cords, and they communicate by thought. They think, and it is telepathy. They put that thought into your head. Okay. Now, when I look at people, part of, if you like, my gift or my curse is that I know what they're thinking. Sometimes I look to the side and I see their guide, and in my head I ask, what does this person want? What are they saying? Okay, and that's how that works. I am in the autumn of my life now. I don't do exorcisms anymore, but I still see inside people. And when I look at people, I know what they need. This sometimes puts people on edge, and sometimes people are frightened, but it's just commonplace. When we die, we communicate by thought. The thought processes thoughts are very real. People always think that their thoughts are private and no one knows, but they do. Spirit knows, and psychically gifted people know. I can remember before I was born, I can remember a lot of things that I was taught that I would have to do. Some of these I was not very happy with, and it didn't bring me much pleasure. But it has been my path in life, and now, as my life is coming to a climax, I am explaining how these things work.
That's a fantastic answer.
Yeah, good.
So, you were possessed
Yes.
and you exorcised yourself.
Yeah, maybe you could put it that way. I had perhaps three in a row were call outs where they were not genuine, and on the fourth one I didn't prepare properly. I assumed it was another false alarm. I got there to find there was heavy spirit infestation of the left hand path there, very evil spirits, and I was out of my depth. I became very ill. I was armchair bound for over a year with my breathing taken over by a plug in the wall, and I was in absolute misery. My mind was not my own. I began to think things that were not my thoughts. I began to act very strangely. I was not in control of myself, and I knew I was possessed by some very unpleasant beings. How one gets out of this is not a simple thing, and it did take me a long time. I had help from several healers, but mainly it was by prayer, meditation, and family help. I remember the first time I got up from my chair and I was able to walk round the block, and I was exhausted. I was supposed to die. The doctors told me I was going to die, but I came through it and I learnt a lot from it. But from that time I began to distance myself. That was a lesson for me.